Hi, my name is Frank Jameson, and today I will be presenting to you my cultural perspective in relation to the online learning environment. For this presentation, I have decided to use Hofstede's theoretical dimensions of cultural variability as a basis for reviewing my own perspective of the online learning environment. These include individualism, collectivism, power distance, uncertainty avoidance, masculinity, femininity, long-term versus short-term orientation, and indulgence versus restraint. The first dimension under review is individualism, collectivism. This is the degree to which a culture encourages, fosters, and facilitates the needs, wishes, desires, and values of an autonomous, unique self over those of a group. I am a self-professed introvert and find that online education armors me with a kind of anonymity. I don't really have to see anyone face to face, and I can take my time in generating a response to any question. In my master's degree program, the online learning environment was very individualistic in nature. There was very little personal interaction with peers or instructors, and I worked well in this environment. The program for my bachelor's degree, on the other hand, involved a bit more collectivism by using group projects in nearly every course. By making the course projects a group effort, we had to work together to collectively create deliverables where all participants earned the same grade. This frequently took me out of my comfort zone. However, I found this program to be more fulfilling than the master's degree program. The next dimension is power distance. This is the extent to which less powerful persons in a society accept inequality in power and consider it normal. When I attended class in person at the beginning of my educational career, I saw the instructors as infallible and the classroom's lords, gods, and kings. As I transitioned to online learning, I became to view the instructors as more knowledgeable peers. They were fallible and sometimes learned from the students as they taught. While in an academic environment, I feel confident in my abilities and generally do well in classes. In the real world, though, I question my knowledge and think I don't know enough about any subject to speak intelligently, and I feel inferior to those around me who understand the topic more than I do. Uncertainty avoidance is the extent to which the members of a society are made nervous by situations that they perceive as unstructured, unclear, or unpredictable, situations that they therefore avoid. This is me in a nutshell. I can't stand the unstructured, the unclear, or the unpredictable. These are the situations I do my best to avoid. One of the reasons I liked online learning in the technical field so much is that the courses are usually laid out clearly and concisely. There's rarely any ambiguity in the assignments or expectations, and everything builds on the knowledge that came before. This program, the EdD in Educational Psychology and Technology, is not as concrete as the subjects I'm used to. Even this assignment has taken me out of my comfort zone, as there is no quote-unquote right way to do it. It's subjective, and it makes me nervous. The masculinity-femininity aspect of culture is how people view traditional gender differences in their society. Regarding this dimension, I'm as feminine as it gets. I don't do sports, I don't do cars, and I definitely do not work out. One of the things I like about online learning is that it takes gender out of the equation for me. When I interact with my peers, I see them as another person, but I don't generally think of them regarding their gender. Everyone's on equal ground. In keeping with my feminine side, I try to help anyone who is struggling, when it's not me, of course, and feel bad when people have difficulties. I like tutoring others, but I'm still on the fence about leading a classroom. So what about long-term versus short-term orientation? Long-term orientation is associated with a tendency to attribute value to virtues oriented toward future rewards. In contrast, short-term orientation reflects the promotion of matters related to the past and present. In most cases, I'm a short-term kind of guy. I don't make plans more than a week in advance, and when I decide to do something, I want to do it right away. This makes me horrible at gift giving because I always give my presents early. In my education, though, I'm a long-term guy. Degrees take a considerable time investment, and online programs in general require due diligence and dedication to complete. I started my online journey in 2013 to get my bachelor's degree, and here I am almost 10 years and $135,000 later working on my doctorate. Finally, I want to talk about the last dimension of culture, indulgence versus restraint. Indulgence is a tendency to allow free gratification of those basic human needs related to enjoying life and having fun, while restraint is the tendency to curb and regulate such gratification by strict social norms. When it comes to most things in life, I have no self-restraint, which is why I always find myself short of cash and full of belly. In the online learning environment, I also indulge. I love to learn, and when I get the opportunity to expand my knowledge, I jump right in. I want this doctorate more for the learning experience than for any boost it will give me in the workforce, and this degree is undoubtedly an expensive indulgence. This concludes my presentation. I hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to presenting more in the future.